Okay, again, I have one more idea for you. I did post, I didn't do a video, but I did just post a little picture of the jewelry I needed to package. So basically what I did was I made this card, and the jewelry is on the inside. I just taped it down, and then I just put it together up here so it would stay. And then, of course, I made the envelopes. Well, I didn't make the envelopes. I had the envelopes. I just decorated them. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide this in there. And then on the back, I just have the stamp. And I just put score tape on the top, and then some score tape well, for the top of the envelope, and then some score tape, because our kids at Sunday school are going to get to pick out like gifts for people. So I want them to be able to look to see if it's something they want to pick out, and then they'll be able to take that score tape and tape it down. So that's what that was all about. But I really quickly wanted to show you. So my mother used to sell jewelry, and she had a bunch of it, and then she couldn't sell anymore. So, and she used to put them on little hook racks and stuff, but I have a little bit of retail experience, and I always know the better your product looks, the more where people can just grab and go. They don't have to worry about how they're going to, they're not just going to pick this up off the rack and like, okay, now I have to worry about how am I going to decorate or put that in a box or do something for Christmas for someone. So I went through and took a lot of my mom's jewelry, and I actually made beautiful packaging. I had it all packaged up and just ready for people to grab and go. So I just wanted to show you real quickly how it's so super simple, how I did the little holes to put the jewelry in. You literally, whatever size, take your hole punch, punch a couple holes, and what you want to do is you want to go on an angle and cut into those little slits. And you can make this as long as you want, as short as you want. You can do it however. Now, when I did the bracelets for her, I'm not going to do that with these. I actually did not put the holes through there. I just took a string and then I strung it through here and hooked it that on. And then the earrings, I had earrings and jewelry, and I actually used the same technique to put like the earrings or the post or whatever in along with the necklace. I put like the earrings like in this area, and then I would put the necklace that would hang down. But anyway, there's a tip for you. Super simple. Just looking at the packaging at a retail, when I worked retail, it was like, well, I know what to do with that. But for this one, I wanted to come back, and remember I said I had all these little offcuts in the last video, and I made the cute little cups that I filled. So I thought, okay, well, what else can I do with these offcuts? Well, I came up with these. So any scrapbook paper, or I had some paper left from Amanda's Journaling Joy kits. This one was from December, or was it a freebie? I never remember. This definitely was from her January kit. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make these little boxes, and then I'm going to be able to house these inside of them. So I'm going to show you a 10 3/4 by 5. Now remember, you can make this longer. You can make it a 12 by 12 if you need to make your gussets or your sides bigger or wider. You just have to work the paper. You can make it taller. You can make it a 12 by 12 and use the same measurements for the width and the sides. So you just work it to whatever you need it. But for mine, I needed this to be, and we'll just do one real quick here. I needed this to be, it's 10 3/4 by 5, and I needed to score at 3/4. I needed to score at 5 3/4, 10, and this is on the long side. Now, I know I'm probably scoring wonky to most people. Most people keep their boards like this and they score down. It's just not comfortable for me. So sometimes when a creator says long side, this is my long side. But then I quickly realize, well, they mean this. When they're talking about the long side, they mean this. I mean this. So anyway, it's just more comfortable. So I'm going to turn it to the short side, which would be my short side, and then I'm going to score each of these at 3/4, the top and the bottom. And I just turn it around. I don't have to think about it. Now, remember, whatever you decide you're going to score this part at, your top and bottom need to be that same height. If this is going to be an inch, this is going to have to be an inch, because when you put the box together, the bag together, you'll be short. You'll be short to this, to folding them in. All right, so I'm going to basically score. I did the score. Now I'm just going to fold them edges. And you can burnish them. So burnishing them means you're going to take your tool and you're just going to get those score lines down really well, which sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't. I just hit my finger, and then sometimes I do. I like a nice crisp edge, but this one, it didn't really matter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to keep these two edges, so I'm going to get rid of this one, and then so I can make this fold down and just squeeze it in and just fold that top over. I'm basically going to get rid of all of this, all of this, all of this, and this corner over here. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm also going to notch these out because it won't fold up if you don't put your notches in there. And I'm sure somebody has these measurements somewhere. Boxes aren't really hard to make once you get the concept. I have taken some ideas from others and tweaked them to make them work to what I needed them to work for my treats. When I do a little candy box, and I actually got the idea from someone else, but I just tweaked it to the way I wanted it, and it now works for the candies that I want to put in it. So then I'm going to do all the way across. And I'm going to notch that out. And I'm going right on the score line and then notching it out. Okay, so when you bring your box together, you obviously are going to be able to fold that right in. I always like to fold my seams in the same direction, which actually I should have left this side so my seam could have been on the right direction, but that's okay. If you know, you know. So let's see, I'm going to make sure this goes to the back, and then yeah, I'm going to glue up all them sides, and then you're just going to pinch your edges, and then you're going to be able to create your box. And then I just basically, no, this is my template one. I always make myself a template. I have a little box that I keep all my little templates in. So anytime I need to make one of my boxes, I either, I do also have like a little recipe box that I keep everything in as well. But I have these, and then I don't have to think about it. This is exactly what I did. I put a ribbon in it. I just don't have to think about it. Okay, so basically I'm just going to pull that whole thing out. So then I've got my little box. Now you can just fill that with a little bit of the raffia and have your little treat. You can put a couple little, miniature candy bars in there. But I am going to actually do the necklaces. And I was going to do something different, but I think I'm going to use the raffia. I actually have this, and I thought if I put that right in there and put that right in there, I'm going to have a nice little package for the bracelet. How simple is that? And then, because this, I'm going to make a few more, and this is going to continue to be my template, but basically, you put your string, you put your ribbon or raffia, whatever you want through there. Tie your bow. Good to go. So that is a quick and easy little treat. A little cookie would be good in there too, guys. So anything like coworkers and stuff, my mind is always like, what would coworkers, what can people pick up for their coworkers that's cute and different and doesn't break the bank? I mean, in these times, it's really hard for people. So I try to keep my little small treats pretty affordable, so they can pick stuff up. But I'm going to finish up these and show you what I use to put on as an embellishment in the front. And then, yeah, it'll give you another little idea for a treat bag. I'll be back. I have these two done, and so isn't the paper that came in Amanda's kit for Journaling Joy, the January edition, and the snowflake, and then this paper, I believe it was Stampin' Up, but oh my goodness, it just coordinated so nicely. But yeah, I just decided to use my little snowflake. I think these are so cute. And then, of course, I had two of these, so I'm going to wrap them up. And I'm just going to put that down in there. And then I got a silver piece of ribbon. Then you would just put it in each side. And then go ahead and make your bow. Because I always, let me pull it together. There we go. So there's that one. And then I'll trim them off. And then I had I thought the baker's twine would be super cute on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then just use my baker's twine. Okay. And there they are. So I hope this gave you another little idea you could use to get a few little treats done for someone, or a bracelet, or if you have a small gift you need to put in there. I hope that was helpful. Thanks, everyone. I'm not sure I'll be back for a while, but if I am, great. If not, have a Merry Christmas. Bye.